in the kitchen here with our dude, Chef Ron from Sunday's Kitchen. Look at it.
Tis high.
Is it too early? Yeah. Is it too early for the guns?
Heck no, man. I just had both my hands full, right?
Sorry, your hands were full.
Man, Texas Tech's gonna come down on me for that. Hey, stop using our guns. Nah, man.
They're not. They're not.
I'm making them famous. That's all.
Right?
Exactly.
The Tech needs more help with Chef Ron making them famous.
Yeah, they could be a bigger brand. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, they could. They got a cool logo.
Yeah,
they do.
You're right. You're right.
Do. Are y'all Texas Tech? If you have to choose a Texas team, Texas Tech or UT, which one?
Dub T. That's what we win.
WT. I forget that's your alma mater. I'm so sorry.
Mine too. Mine too.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, in the Texas A&M system, which I don't care about that at all.
All right,
yes,
exactly.
You know, but
it's all about the Buffs, baby.
It is about the Buffs,
baby.
Yes,
it
okay.
is.
Are y'all gonna catch some Buffs activities this summer? Being alma mater, are you gonna pull up to the school? And I don't know what they would do over the summer. I know there's no football.
There's a lot of stuff going on in the summer, but definitely
I
not
don't pull
football.
up there.
Okay, you don't. Got it.
I'll pull up in the fall.
I'll pull up in the fall.
Or the spring.
I need to get there for a football game, man.
You do?
I want to support the local team. I'll wear the shirt.
Because that stadium didn't look like that. We went there.
It didn't look like that?
No.
Okay.
No.
Kimbrough's really nice.
Okay, they didn't have a football team when I went there.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Yeah, Kimbrough's nice now.
Okay.
But back in the day, Kimbrough needed some work.
My son plays at Kimbrough. He goes to West Point.
He does.
We're gonna
So,
get some athletic politics.
let's get on.
Okay,
Yeah,
what you making?
I'm making the pasta alla Trapanese. Any Italian families, any Sicilians, forgive me for saying it the way I did, but that's as close as I can get.
Be
the
fielding phone calls today for that.
Right. Well, so this one
I think my phone ringing now.
Right. This one's a pesto cream pasta. But instead of doing the green pesto, it's the red pesto, which is the Trapanese. Which the green pesto, pine nuts, the red pesto, almonds.
Okay.
So it's a little bit different. It also has some fresh tomatoes and some sun-dried tomatoes in there. I enjoyed this one last night. I did it with the pasta called bucatini. I would recommend this one.
Bucatini.
Are they the little discs?
No, bucatini is spaghetti
Is it
with
these?
a hole through it. No, that's fettuccine.
Oh, never mind.
Bucatini is spaghetti with a hole through the middle.
Act like
I know
I
you can
didn't
get it
think
at United.
He's like, would y'all stop guessing? And
No.
just let me tell you what it
But
is?
let me tell you what I loved about this pasta so much. Having that hole in the middle, what I did was I turned my sauce off and then I put my spaghetti in there. Then all that sauce creeped into the pasta and it was almost like stuffed spaghetti.
What?
Crazy. I know. And I had never tried bucatini
That's the cheat
before.
code.
That's a cheat code, yes. So, and I like doing that about pasta anyway. When we make pasta at home, it gets so hot.
Yeah.
And then you try to serve it on there. You just turn it off and let it sit and let the sauce collect into the pasta a little bit. And you're
Off
good
of
to
that,
go.
though, how long?
How
About
long?
10 minutes?
Oh, man, it actually probably took about 15, 20. I wanted a temperature I could eat it at, and then I sprinkled a little cheese on it. I sprinkled a little bit of the Parmigiano Reggiano.
We do know that one.
Okay, she got that one. And then how long was that cheese aged?
23 years, 24 years.
22 to
Months.
26
I was
months.
about to say, that cheese,
You're right.
cheese old as me.
Might not be safe to eat at 23 years. Oh, hold on. But I do want to say this is a real smelly cheese.
I'll be the judge of that.
Right. I mean, it don't stink, but it's strong.
But
and
it's
that's
pungent.
it. It's pungent. There
Got
we go.
about 30 seconds.
Oh, that's good.
And it adds a lot of flavor to it. So I was gonna say, yeah, man, you can change this out and you can make it chicken, you can make it shrimp, you can make it fettuccine, you can make it tortellini. Just make sure you brown up you some spinach and some tomatoes and peppers and onions and garlic. Get all that cooked. Get your shrimp cooked, and then we're gonna move it to the same bowl. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put some pesto in here, a little bit of cream sauce, a fancy word for Alfredo, and you're welcome to use heavy cream or Alfredo, whichever one you want. It's a good weeknight meal. It's fast. It'll
Can I
make
toss
it look
it?
fancy. Yes, ma'am, you
Now,
can.
real quick,
do
well,
things.
because we got about a minute.
Okay.
How long does this take to make?
About 6 Taylor Swift songs.
It depends on which one.
You're right.
Sorry,
It
I don't,
depends
I
on
don't,
which
I don't
one.
listen to Taylor Swift.
Sure you don't, Ro.
I
Don't
don't.
lie.
Like,
You
man,
ain't
I
got
got
to
in
lie.
Ro's car
Hey,
one time. Y'all, Ro had the music max volume.
Don't do that. That was not T-Swizzle.
That wasn't it.
But I will say, though, I've only heard a few of her songs.
Man.
But the one I liked the most was that "Shake It Off."
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you know.
Okay.
But outside of that, our director Shelby is a huge T-Swizzle fan, so I'm not talking trash.
I can't blame her, man. I can't blame her.
Good work, Shelby.
And good work, Taylor.
No trash
But we
talk
gonna
this
move
way,
on.
you know.
I'm just gonna say, you put you a Taylor Swift album on, and you let it listen. I'm gonna go with a little bit of heavy cream.
Just vibing.
And I mean half and half, and then I'm
Okay.
gonna go with some
Alfredo.
Alfredo sauce. And I am gonna use a jar sauce if you wanna make this at home. By all
There you
means.
go.
Yeah. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a jar of sauce in there, and then it's gonna take up all of the fond from off of. I can't remember who told me, but whatever viewer mentioned that. There you go. So y'all gonna come back though. We gotta wrap it up. Pay some bills. Y'all gonna come back and we'll.
Continues.
All right, we're back, you guys. While y'all were gone watching these two yahoos do weather and news, this guy and I were having a great time in the kitchen. What'd we do?
Freestyling.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I got the knife. Be
we
careful.
got the pasta alla Trapanese put together.
Ooh,
so what
fancy.
we're doing right now, we browned up that spinach. We put our pesto sauce, our cream sauce. We got all that stuff in there. And I was telling Cheyenne about how I love the spring and this time of year. Because you can buy these little plants right here unless you got some fresh basil, oregano,
Right.
things like that that you grow on your own. But if not, you could buy these little plants, keep them on your countertop or maybe on your windowsill, and you can water them as you go, and you could use them in recipes. And I just love the idea of having the fresh
That's what this girl's
basil
doing.
in this case, and
Okay.
she's slicing it up. Carry it away, Chef Ron.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so we put the spinach in there. We got some of that Parmigiano Reggiano in there, and then once we get all that in there, we're gonna take some of this fresh basil and mix it in there, and just give it a quick little turn. And then we have the fresh garlic bread up there, and like I
Man,
said,
you
you
can
could
smell
do this
them
with chicken.
herbs.
Can't you though?
But
Can't
fresh
you though?
herbs, so that's why I said I really love this time of year just because of those. And it's pretty outside.
Yeah.
The
It
spring,
is.
yeah.
This is
Nice.
fast.
So
Love it.
I got to get my grass cut again. I mean, it's been looking good, but man, it's been growing fast, man. I forgot how fast it grows.
It's all this rain, man.
All this rain, yeah.
That good snow.
And the
Oh, look at
sprinkler.
that.
Man, look
Yeah.
at that. It's all creamy.
So
and
right,
like,
creamy, cheesy, all the
Yeah.
goods, and we're gonna get. I wish I had some bigger tongs, but I could bring some. No, we're good. This will work. This will work. And then once we get all that in there, and we know we got
Look
that
at all
fresh
that
basil,
flavor.
that fresh spinach, some tomatoes, some sun-dried tomatoes, and I'm gonna put me some shrimp on top because I know a lot of people around these parts don't care for shrimp in the morning, but shrimp is good any time of day, in my opinion.
Get
We
a
even
little
put
protein.
shrimp on
Look
it.
at
You're right.
that.
Little protein,
Oh.
man.
And then I'm gonna put just one more little sprinkle of that Parmigiano. This cheese went for 24 months just to make it to your table. So it's gonna have a good, delicious, rich flavor that you can't duplicate from just any kind of cheese,
This
you
is
know?
this is facts.
Yeah, so we're gonna put that in there, some spinach, and this, like I said, it's got the red pesto seasoning. I'll put some of the bunkhouse blend from 4 6s. That's like a Yellowstone seasoning, but it's got a little bit of a smoke flavor in it. And
Okay.
I love that. So
Okay.
I'll put that in there to possibly add a little bit of smokiness to it. And then we get all that in there. Sun-dried tomatoes, spinach, everything.
Now-
Once that's all in there.
Are you gonna sell this at the restaurant?
I will be selling this one at the
Wow.
restaurant today. But if you don't want to have it
How
at the
much will it
restaurant,
be?
which, shoot, the same price as a black and shrimp. I don't know off the top of my head. Shoot, I wish. I don't sell. I think my rice might be $5. Nah, not a side of rice. And
put
but
the shrimp on the top.
I'm efficiently priced.
No.
He is. It's
yeah.
good.
No,
But,
it's good stuff.
But
And you get
Put that on
good
there.
portions.
and you
too.
get good portions. You're right. So you will get full, and you'll leave thicker than a snicker. So, or you'll have at least one meal for two. Mari came last week, and Mari's like, or not, maybe not last week, maybe about a couple of weeks ago, and then she was
Yeah.
like, oh, I ate some for lunch, and then I ate the rest for dinner. So you get 2 meals in one.
Yeah.
It's a 2-for-1. Y'all come on in to Show Dave's Kitchen and get you a 2-for-1.
I'm weird
So,
about traveling shrimp. Like it needs
Oh.
to stay where I got it. Yeah, sorry, that's just me. I'm weird.
Yeah,
you
I
good?
hear you,
I'm
and
weird.
I don't blame you.
All right, here we go. It is, I don't know what time it is.